Bless you and welcome to This Is It. Let's go. All right, guys. God bless you. Look, first of all, I want to tell everybody I love you. You are my joy. The people that showed up, y'all are my joy. I understand what the Lord meant, but for the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross. The Lord endured his suffering for the joy that was set before him, which is your salvation, my salvation. The joy is in what the payoff is for what you do. I've been following the Lord, I don't know how, since 2002, and these get-togethers have increased in just love. I can feel the love, I can see the love, I can experience the love. I can see the conversion on the countenance of many, many people. You can see it. They wear their salvation on their countenance. You can see it. It's understandable. It's palpable. It's something you can see and go, wow, that person, even though they're, in what was some challenging weather conditions at this get together, people were in the best mood. It was phenomenal. Anyway, I love you guys. Getting to see y'all was awesome. Now I've got something very special to get to share with you. Y'all remember I told you before the get together that I was tasked with having 12 fire pits in the shape of a cross, representing the tribes that left Egypt after Passover in ancient Egypt. Once the angel of death came down and smited the firstborn, then they left Egypt. And the Lord told me to look up the history of it, that they actually left, the tribes left in the shape of a cross. I found that hard to believe. I went and researched it, and apparently so. And with the head of the cross being Joshua, so as they moved out of the land of Egypt, it formed a cross leaving. I thought that was absolutely crazy. But the Lord told me to have these 12 fire pits, and it was a good thing I had them because we needed them to keep warm during the cold, the wind, and the snow. It was pretty cool that they were there. But let me show you what happened. After the get together, the Lord told me you must document the shutting of the containers and the wrapping it all up for what it all means. Okay, now I'm going to play this video uninterrupted, but before I play the video of shutting the containers and the crazy miracle that happened concerning the 12 fire pits, I'm going to play you a short little clip from this guy, James. I've been keeping track of the fireballs that are coming into the Earth's atmosphere. I've been keeping track of the magnetic geostorms that are happening. We have geological events that are popping off like crazy. There will be signs in the earth, the sun, the moon, and the stars, and in the heavens. Nations in perplexity. There will be wars and rumors of wars. All those things are happening right now. But I find it fascinating that all these fireballs are starting to come into the Earth's atmosphere and literally light up the entire sky, almost like an EMP going off, and it's being heard for hundreds and hundreds of miles, the sonic boom. So let me play you a little clip of that, and then I'll play you the clip of shutting the containers. And then, first of all, and I want to thank everybody that showed up. God bless you guys. And also, I want to let y'all know I'm looking for one person. The Lord put it on my help. I'm looking for a guy that was there. He was wearing yellow pants. He had he had an earring in each ear. They were blue dots. The Lord wanted me to reach out and help him. And he put it on my heart yesterday or the day before. And I remember meeting him briefly, but I need y'all's help because the Lord literally reached out to me to find him, to help him. Okay, we'll talk about that later. Let's get into this. Let me show you what's going on. This is some wild stuff. So let me show you James real quick. Okay, so here we go. Watch this. I'm gonna play a minute or two of his video about all these fireballs that are coming in. And like I said, I myself have been keeping track of them. I could go grab my own little video clips, but he's been doing the same thing. So let me play you a little clip and go subscribe to his channel. He's got a pretty cool channel. I wish he knew everything was biblical. That would be awesome for him to put it together with the Bible and realize that what he's showing everybody is just the manifestation of biblical prophecy. Okay, here we go. Ready? Watch this, and then we'll get to the containers. But watch this.
So I had to stop everything that I was doing just to make this video right now because there's something pretty bizarre going on with mysterious fireballs that are being seen all across the sky all over the world. And this started happening a couple of days ago, and we are now up to I think 5 or 6 of these fireballs, and some people are claiming that some of these things are possibly not meteors.
It's just crazy. I can't believe this is happening. The information I do have, they are diverting everyone right now, so there are no more inbound aircraft, at least from United Airlines. They're diverting everyone out of Denver because of this crazy situation.
Like a 6-mile line.
I don't know what this is, but it's 2 of them.
But what exactly are these things if they're not meteors? Are we talking about aliens, human technology? What exactly is going on? We're talking about multiple of these things that started being seen around February 28th, and it's still ongoing. And then there's this.
People told me that they felt this wave literally go through them. At least 3 people who told me they felt this, that these waves kind of went right through their body.
So it's too many of them all at once. It started around February 28th. People are feeling an energy wave when they see these things, and they sometimes hear loud booms. And get this, they're also seeing these things maneuvering as if they're being controlled by something. So I decided to go deeper into this because it's possible that these things are just meteors, and I think they are. But what if they aren't? What if there's something going on that suggests that these things are something else?
Alúmbrala otra vez.
Mira.
Wow, miren. Oh my goodness.
Around the same time frame that this all started happening, I found out that several people were reporting bizarre sightings in the sky and also waking up with strange marks in their bodies. Some airports were also being shut down for mysterious reasons.
On aircraft, at least from United Airlines, they're diverting everyone out of Denver because of this crazy situation.
Also, sirens are going off in certain cities.
Non-stop, all day.
And what appears to be some sort of glitch in the energy grid started happening a couple of days ago in Mexico and in Ohio, where one of these fireballs was seen a few days later.
Yeah, so this is Cleveland, Ohio, the 14th.
The mystery drones also seem to be back. So is this all just a coincidence, or is there something going on? Let's try to find out. Let's begin with the basic, and that would be the multiple mysterious objects that people are seeing falling from the sky. I guess it all starts with this video.
Okay, so I encourage you to go watch James. Also, Stefan Burns right here. Let me show you this. Hang on one second.
Okay, that's actually crazy.
Hey everyone, geophysicist Stefan Burns here. We have a comet that's currently hurtling towards the inner solar system that will form a perfect Sun-Comet-Earth alignment, flying exactly in between the Sun and the Earth in late April.
Okay, now I'm going to go to Stefan Burns' channel. I want you just to go look at his channel. He's got a lot going on here in the geophysics world. I find this absolutely fascinating because the volcanism, lava fields are erupting, very deep lava fields are reawakening. It's like what's way down below us is pushing up and forcing its way out. And so that's the best way to describe it. We're having geomagnetic storms between the sun and the earth that is causing all this volcanism. So if you want to watch what's going on a physical realm, go watch that. Now let's talk about the spiritual realm. That's where I come in. Okay, I was told to warn everybody back in 2002 that the end of the world was coming. Does it look like the end of the world right now to you? I mean, go back to 2002, 2003, 2010. You weren't seeing anything like this. nothing. Now we have political parties in the United States that are so diametrically opposed. The left, I mean, is just out of control. It's socialism, but they're calling the right socialist, like Hitler, and they're calling good bad and bad good. They're defending those that are stealing billions of dollars through fraud. They defend them. Go watch, go watch The View and go watch these other channels that literally defend the stealing of billions and billions of dollars from U.S. taxpayers to feed your children and to steal it and send it to overseas groups that are against the United States. So anyway, you can see that there is a split. There is a kingdom divided right here at home, and we're watching it play out in real time right now. Okay, so any kingdom that's divided against itself is brought to desolation. I was told to bear witness to the abomination that causes desolation. Remember the serpent inside the host body system? The serpent eating the sheep over and over and over and over again that I've shown you? What do you think the abomination is? It's that serpent seed consuming the sheep within you, the abomination that causes desolation. So one race internally is eating the other race internally. There's a serpent race, it's a spiritual race, it's demonic. We are the tree of the knowledge of good, angelic, and evil, demonic. Angel and a demon within the host body system, and it's self-consuming. Anyway, so it's very obvious. That's why the Vatican's a snake eating a bunch of angels. All right, now here we go. Now, let's get into this. It's time to play the clip of what happened. Again, I told you, I was told specifically by the Lord to have 12 fire pits. Thank God we had them just to keep warm. It's like, yes, thank God we had 2 cords of wood sitting there to keep warm. Thank the Lord. How cool. And by the way, every single get-together has come with its own baptism. This one came in the form of snow. I just was amazed to see that this, again, that there was some kind of water from the skies coming down on us. And the other 2, for those of y'all that were at Grand Junction, y'all know that it rained in the yard, in the backyard, but it wasn't raining in the front yard or on the street. And it only rained for about 3 to 5 minutes max. People got a little damp. They didn't get soaked, but it was like everyone was asking me to baptize them. And I said, I'm not set up for it, guys. And then all of a sudden, this cloud came over and just did a little raining on everybody in the backyard by the shipping containers, like everyone got baptized and it was gone out of nowhere. Same thing at night under the stars. When I was doing the presentation at night, you couldn't really see the water unless you saw it in the projector that was projecting on the side of the shipping container, and it kind of whelmed everybody a little bit. It's pretty fascinating. And then at this one, there was snow. It was pretty amazing. All right, guys. So now let's move into what happened when the Lord told me, shut the containers and document it. Don't forget, I said there had to be 12 fire pits representing the 12 tribes of Israel, representing when they left ancient Egypt. Let's see what happened. Here you go. I'm going to play this video now, uninterrupted, for 14 minutes. Here we go. I'm here with the... I got it on high speed. Just one sec. Be kind of hard to watch. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, ready? Here we go. Let's see if I can get it to go. Here, I'm here with the group of people that are here. Everybody say hi. Well, there you go. And we had the event, and it was... Hang on, guys. I'm trying to get this volume up a little bit. There we go. Okay. We had the event, and it was awesome. A lot of love, guys. It was outstandingly interesting. It was awesome. A whole lot of super feel good. I mean, have you guys ever been in a place where so many people are in such a good mood, and so many people you can actually feel they actually love you, and some of them you've never even met before, right? Right. More of a family than most families ever. Anyway, so here we are. We had a super crazy get together, and I was told by the Lord that this is what I was supposed to do, and this is where I had to make myself available. and this is what I had to do. And that these doves would have to be face to face, rainbow and Casimir, just like the table. It turned into a rainbow. The Lord's Prayer turned into a rainbow, and it was on Rainbow Avenue. And the corner street, it was on Rainbow and Casimir. So this container was literally on the corner of Rainbow and Casimir. And the Lord told me, you have to look up the meaning of Casimir, and it means a covenant of peace, a proclamation of peace, and it also means to beat another king in battle. It's just a coincidence. But anyway, so here it is. This is the work of faith. I'm going to step out just a little bit. No, you guys are good. Why don't you guys go back and stand in the doorway, all of you guys in the doorway. I just want to kind of give everybody the idea. And then there the doves are. There you go. Perfect. There it is. And so now we're going to shut these doors symbolically. And then it looks like what would be the end would be a new beginning. You know, kind of like when Noah shut the door to the ark. And I'm not saying I'm not any of that. I'm just saying this is what he told me to do. So there the doves are, and they're face to face, a covenant of everlasting peace. We did the top with the rainbow at night. I made a covenant with my servant Noah, so will I make a covenant with you of everlasting peace. Corner of Rainbow and Casimir. Absolutely impossible. Okay, so now in a minute, we're gonna close those doors, and then we're also gonna go over here in front of this one, and I'm gonna videotape that so you can see it's done over there, and then we're gonna close those doors. And then Dustin and Faith and Gavin and whoever are going to take all those doves that have prayers, and they're just going to put them all over these things, wherever they want to put them. And then they're going to send me a video within the next 6 to 8 weeks. Just kidding. Like pretty quick, I guess. Anyway, we got 2 days to drive. Anyway, and then we'll put that together and we'll send you guys the get together. I want to get a good view. There's the tribes when they left Egypt. They were in the shape of a cross. I found that kind of wild to believe. But if you I'm going to interrupt it. Oddly enough, when I asked everybody, I said, hey, let's get these fire pits lit. It's time. You know who lit, y'all know who lit the fire pit? A guy named Joshua. I was like, wait. Like I said, does anybody have a lighter? Because we need to light these up. And this one young man said, yeah, I have one. And he had several, actually. He gave me one. And Joshua was the guy lighting up all the fires. I thought it was fascinating. Since Joshua, the tribe of Joshua, was the head of the cross leading out of Egypt. I thought that was crazy. Anyway, look it up yourself. You can find it. And Joshua was at the head of the tribes leaving. The tribe of Joshua was leading them out of Egypt. And we are literally metaphorically in ancient Egypt. Anyway, so there it is. I'm going to go get that one in just a minute. So here we go. So now here we go again. So again, what I was told to do was to have this get together, follow me. My job was to be here, to be available. The Lord had me lay hands on a pretty good swath of people. It's always interesting to see what happens because it doesn't happen right in front of you that moment. But I get to see the glory of God when he has me lay hands on people. And I usually sit there and I wait. And then I'll get a phone call from somewhere and it'll be, hey, guess what? My vision's back. And someone that was blind is now able to see, or someone that had terminal cancer as well. Anyway, number one, I pray that every person the Lord told me to lay hands on, I pray that their healing comes quickly and it comes definitively in a way that they know he did it specifically for their faith, for showing up. And all glory to God. I don't want anything. The people that showed up here, they're the gold, they're the treasure. Jesus said for the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross. And if you think about it, what joy is there before you going to a cross where you're going to be whipped and you're going to be crucified? There's only one joy. The joy of the people that get made whole again. That's what his joy was. His joy comes from making us whole. I got to experience that on a level that it's hard to, I don't know how to describe it. I got to look around and all these people hug me and say thank you. And I didn't do anything. I just showed up. He's the one that did it. But I got to share in his joy just by looking at all the people. And there's people here too right now. But this place was filled with people that all wanted to hug and all wanted to say thank you. And the joy that I get to experience from people I don't even know saying thank you, because I got to lead them back to their Father in heaven. That's where the joy comes from. Anyway, so now in closing, there the doves are, Casimir, an everlasting covenant of peace. And then there's the dove right there, the big one. He told me, get these big ones, make them on the door face to face. Here's the other one face to face. It's interesting when you close them, they're going to pause it right there. You see the two eyes right here? You see this eye coming together with this eye? That represents the end of a cycle, starting like at the top, coming all the way around. And then the two eyes become face to face. But when I shut those doors, when the doors shut, then they go face to face, then they go back to back. You get it? So when those doors shut, those doves will be back to back, representing a new beginning. That the old system has gone and run its course, and now it's a new beginning. That's what this represents. Anyway, that's why I put the hendecagram here. This is the same geometric symbol that the Statue of Liberty is standing on. I've done many videos on it. The Statue of Liberty represents your body as a statue, that the angels took the liberty to be in a host body, and then you are destroyed through the host body system. That's why Jesus came in the likeness of sinful flesh, to restore you spiritually because of the sins of the flesh, and that's what the hendecagram right here represents. They're two in opposition to each other, one eye going one way, one eye going the other way, but in the end they come together, and for those of us that have been converted, it represents peace. He will make with us a covenant of everlasting peace. But if you haven't been converted, then that's judgment and you go into the abyss. Okay, here we go. Wing to wing. Do you get it? Kind of like a new beginning, a new cycle. It's so crazy. It's like, ah. Anyway, but there it is. If you see the face to face, and when the door closes, they'll be wing to wing, and it'll be like a brand new beginning. So, and then there's the arch over the top connecting the two. That's a rainbow. And I heard the Lord say, I'm taking the rainbow back. We're the rainbow, guys. The light in us is the rainbow. That's what he's taking back. All right, guys. Well, here it is. Okay, I'm going to close them up. Zacharuni, I'm going to have you hold the camera for me if you wouldn't mind being the video guy. All right, so here we are wrapping it up. Zach, you've been around to see me get my instructions.
I have.
Some of the instructions, I was told to have the doves come face to face like they are in both containers. Obviously, this door can't open all the way. But once I close these doors, the face to face represents coming. Now they're face to face in the cycle. But for us, peace has been made within us. And when the two become one, well, there's a whole flesh thing that becomes one thing, like the beast system. But there's also a birthing of another nation, which is a spiritual nation that returns to the Father. And so that's what this represents. I know what it represents. So I'm going to shut these doors because I was told to document it. And I'm going to be obedient because I've learned to be obedient. Metallic epoxy floor obedient. All right, so here we go. I'm going to shut this one. There we go. And see, there goes the wind the other way. Oh, this is fascinating, guys. All right, I'm going to pull down this door. There it is. What time is it, anybody? Screenshot your phone. Pause it. Okay, ready? Right that moment, right what you saw. When I said, what time is it, anybody? Screenshot your phone. I heard the Lord say that moment. That's why I said it. What time is it, anybody? Screenshot your phone. I heard the Lord say, document the time right then and there. What you're about to see is mind-boggling. The reason the Lord told me document the time was he knew exactly what time it was. It was 1:44. 12,000 sealed from the 12, each from the 12 tribes of Israel, 144,000, 144. What time is it, anybody? Screenshot your phone. That was the Lord, right? 144? No, I heard the Lord say screenshot your phone. 144. I think I know what that means. Okay, Zach, if you'll go over there. Here we go. Now let me point something out. Why would all of a sudden, after all this stuff, out of nowhere, the Lord say, I'm sealing, I'm putting the seal on the door, on the containers. I'm sealing them up. I'm locking them up. And I hear the Lord say, document the time, 144. 144 in the Bible, the number 144 means judgment. Judgment and discernment. In Revelation, 144 means 12,000 from each of the 12 times 12. 12,000 times 12,000 is 144,000. 12,000 from each of, 12,000 times each of the 12 tribes of Israel is 144,000. I wonder what the odds are that at that moment the Lord said, check the time, screenshot the time, document the time. Right then and there, 144. Okay, other one. So at the very moment, by the way, at the very moment I was shutting the door, I heard the Lord say, screenshot the time on your phone right now. It was 144. I'm pretty sure I know what that means. It's crazy. Yeah. There we go. Wallace, thank you so much. I'm going to leave this in here. All right. That's crazy. It was 144. That's really crazy. At that very moment. Tiny. And here goes the last one. Now, in closing, part of what I was told to do was also wear this ridiculously cool orange jumpsuit. And I know what it represents. It represents our prison suit, which is our host body. The Lord said he would tell me when to take it off, which was at the end of the day yesterday. Now, I know how some people think if I take it off, that means I'm no longer a search and rescue. It's euphemistic. It's analogous to, it looks like the search and rescue is over. At a certain point in time, the Lord says, okay, time's up. And, he's going to go from the age of grace to the age of vengeance. And so hopefully, if you haven't been converted, if you're here for something that's horrifying and you're watching this, it doesn't mean you're out. It just means you're going to have to face the enemy toe to toe, and you're going to have to be willing to, just like I was, give up your life in order to receive the kingdom. Anyway, so I believe that's where we're at. And there it is, the work of faith. And all glory to the King. And thank you for giving all of us the faith to do this. Amen. All right, documented.
just one breath of all the love, to know that love can never fade away. You took me from the darkness to the light. You gave me eyes to see and ears to hear. You helped me find my way. I'll never stumble in the dark. Although you're not here, I know you're here. I feel you every day. But when you come back, I know you know I'll be waiting here for you. So when you come back, it's face to face. You see, I'm here, and I'll be here, just waiting here for you. You said 1,000 years are just one day. I know it's all the same. So now it's you and me and me and you, the Father and the Son. In the end, it's everything, and everything's been one. So now it's you and me and you, the Father and the Son. In the end, it's everything, and all together one. Now we're all together, and all together. All together
Wow. I love you guys. God bless you. I think we're going home pretty quick. Just to be honest, I think it's pretty quick. All right. We'll be getting more out. Bear hugs from Johnny to you. The bear hug cult. I love you guys.